pasta with sun-dried tomatoes and garlic bread. All, whoa. Pasta with whoa. Do you like it, baby? Is it delicious?
Hey, good.
It's good?
Good.
Good. Hi guys. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Striving Mom. And if you're new here, I am a mommy and a new vegan. I did a 30-day vegan challenge that I was successful at. I did it for personal, spiritual, and health reasons. I'm so happy I did it because I feel so much better and I no longer feel all the ailments and symptoms that I was experiencing prior to the challenge. So at the end of the 30-day challenge, I decided to just be vegan as a lifestyle. I actually lost 17 pounds during after the 30 days was completed, and that was an unexpected surprise. But I'm happy I did it because, like I said, I feel better. And so I'm dedicating this YouTube channel to health and wellness content and cooking vegan recipes and showing you guys what I'm learning along the way. I was a big meat eater before, so now that I'm vegan, I'm learning to be creative in the kitchen and learning to veganize all the stuff that I used to love to eat. So I'm taking you guys with me on this journey. In this video, you guys are going to get to see what I eat in a day, the vegan way, and take you guys through the whole process from beginning to end, from breakfast to lunch to dinner. Now that I'm vegan, I'm going to show you guys how I've been getting creative in the kitchen, learning how to veganize all the dishes that I used to love to cook and eat. But before we get into it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you are notified every time I upload a new video. So for breakfast, I'm making a vegan sausage and vegetable egg scramble. And I'm chopping up some Roma tomatoes, green bell peppers, red bell peppers, and also some red onion. But I'm not really going to use all of these vegetables. I'm reserving half of it for my kids' non-vegan vegetable sausage scramble since they're not vegan. Now I'm sauteing my vegetables in some grapeseed oil. I add in a handful of spinach and 1 to 2 Gardein vegan breakfast patties. These vegan breakfast sausages are amazing. They taste like the real thing to me. I like that the sausages are spicy because I love a little spice in my life. I cook my spinach all the way through because that's how I like it. Now I'm adding in my Just Egg plant-based egg substitute. I love this stuff. I love eggs before I became a vegan, and I make eggs several different ways now as a vegan, but Just Egg makes it just right. It tastes just like eggs. And it literally looks like eggs, so that's a plus for me because I don't feel like I'm missing out. And as a former egg lover, that makes me so happy. I told you I like a little spice, so some Cajun seasoning for a little kick, and also some freshly ground black pepper. Woo! Say that 3 times fast. And I like to add a little garlic powder to my eggs for extra flavor. And since this is pretty much done, I'm going to add my Daiya cheddar style cheese shreds, which is all plant-based vegan cheese, of course. A little sprinkle action of that good vegan cheese. This is where I turn off the heat because the heat and steam will melt that cheese to perfection. This is it. I eat it like twice a week. I topped it with some chopped avocado because why not? Here it is. My vegan vegetable, vegan sausage scramble. That's what I call it. I don't know what else to call it. So I'm going to eat this and I will see you back for my lunch. For lunch, I'm making a vegan bacon cheeseburger. I've seen many different variations of vegan burger patties, But what I like to do is I like to add chopped portobello mushrooms, chopped onions, and saute them in grapeseed oil, and then add in a little bit of liquid aminos, which is basically the plant-based version of soy sauce. I am sauteing this until the onions are translucent and the mushrooms have cooked down a little bit. And once the onions and mushrooms have absorbed all of that flavor from the liquid aminos, I then add all of this into my food processor and add in about 1.5 cups of cooked garbanzo beans / chickpeas, whichever you prefer to call it, of course. Then add in 1.5 cups of cooked black beans, about 1.5 cups of cooked lentils, and 2 tablespoons of flax egg, which is a homemade vegan egg substitute, which will act as a binder to bind all of my ingredients together and form my vegan burger patties. I added some beets for color, and then a capful of liquid smoke, a sprinkle of salt and smoked paprika, and also some garlic powder, some black pepper, and also some Cajun seasoning. I'm also adding some umami, which will give my burger patties that meaty flavor since they're completely meatless. I also added 1 cup of rolled oats, which will add texture to my burger patties, and 1 tablespoon of arrowroot flour, which I like to use as a substitute for regular wheat flour sometimes, just because it's naturally gluten-free. And I can't forget about the nutritional yeast, which is a vegan staple. And now I'm going to blend all of these ingredients together in my food processor until they're blended well enough to form burger patties, and not too mushy because they need to hold their shape. But this typically makes anywhere from 8 to 10 burger patties, depending on how big I make them. And I just cook them in a little bit of grapeseed oil until they're brown on both sides. And now I'll cook some of this Sweet Earth benevolent bacon, which is a vegan bacon substitute. It smells like bacon and it tastes very similar to bacon. And then I'm just going to cook them in some grapeseed oil until they're brown on both sides. And what's a burger without French fries, right? I love some homemade French fries. And I'm just going to take this potato and cut it up into steak fries and fry them up until they're golden brown. Now I'm just going to flip my burgers until both sides are perfectly brown. And once the burger patties are cooked, I will take one of these slices of Daiya cheddar style vegan cheese and just melt it right on top of the burger patty. And right on top of that cheese, 2 slices of plant-based bacon substitute strips, and 1 nice and thick slice of tomato, and then some lettuce, and then I'm going to put a little bit of vegan mayonnaise on my vegan bun, and then some of this really good barbecue sauce that I really like. It's sugar-free, gluten-free, and I checked the ingredients and it happens to be vegan. All right, guys, behold my vegan cheeseburger and steak fries. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I definitely would have eaten this even before I became a vegan. And I also found out that most plant-based burgers typically have up to 30% more protein than regular meat burgers. I just threw that information in there for free for the people in the back, in case they were wondering how vegans get their protein. You're welcome. Now, if you'll excuse me, I will need a few minutes to devour all this deliciousness. And for my dinner, I'm making vegan creamy Cajun pasta. So I'm just going to boil this 1-pound box of penne pasta. And then I'm just going to do a rough chop on half of a green bell pepper, half of a red bell pepper, and half of an onion. I also sliced up 2 plant-based Light Life sausages, which I had previously cooked, and then a handful of sun-dried tomatoes, just because I like the flavor that it gives. And then just drizzle some olive oil in a saucepan, Now I'm going to go ahead and saute all of my vegetables, but not too much because they will cook in the sauce. And add in some of my organic vegetable broth and then the sun-dried tomatoes. I really like the flavor of sun-dried tomatoes and I love using it in my pasta dishes. And instead of just plant-based milk or plant-based cream, I'm adding some coconut cream because I like the flavor that it adds to this particular pasta dish. Now that my sauce has come to a simmer, I'm going to add 1.5 to 2 tablespoons of Daiya plant-based vegan cream cheese substitute. This will add thickness to my sauce and also make it creamy. And then just let that melt right into the sauce. And then I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of organic tomato paste, which will give my sauce extra flavor and also give it that orangey color. And then a little bit of garlic powder and a little bit of salt. And of course, it's not Cajun pasta without Cajun seasoning, right? And I'm also adding in some crushed red pepper just because I felt like it, and I do like my food spicy. And because my sauce is pretty much done, I'm adding in my plant-based Light Life sausages, which I had already pre-cooked earlier, and cooking them in the sauce for a few minutes will rehydrate them because they do tend to dry out, especially if you cook them a little longer. And also because they are plant-based ingredients, they don't have as much fat as regular sausages like pork sausages or beef sausages do. And now I'm just going to turn off the heat and allow the sausages to marinate and absorb all of that sauce flavor. And now my sauce is done. Then I sliced 2 slices of fresh French bread from my local bakery. I found out that most bread from the bakery is actually already vegan, but you do have to look at the ingredients just to make sure that there isn't any dairy. Then I'm going to spread some of this Earth Balance vegan plant-based butter. I've tried several different plant-based butters, but so far Earth's Balance is my absolute favorite because it tastes just like the real thing, and I love butter. Now I normally do fresh chopped garlic in my garlic bread, but I didn't have any garlic this time, so I'm sprinkling some garlic powder and then some of that Daiya plant-based cheese shreds, mozzarella style. And now I'm just going to toast these until the cheese is melted. And look at all of this gorgeousness on a plate. I'm ready to eat. And can you believe that there's absolutely no meat or dairy on this plate? I bet I can get any non-vegan to love this dish. All right, you guys, you saw the finished product. This is my vegan Cajun pasta and garlic bread with vegan sausage. Doesn't that look delicious? If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button down below. If you haven't already, I'll give you a few seconds to go ahead and click that subscribe button and the notification bell. I would really appreciate you all's support, as my new challenge is to gain 1,000 subscribers by the last day of this year. So I would really love it if you guys subscribed and help me reach my ultimate goal of 1,000 subscribers. And also comment below if you have any suggestions for me, if you're vegan, if you have any vegan recommendations or vegan products that you want me to try, or any vegan recipes you'd like me to try, or dishes you'd like me to try and veganize. I would love to give it a shot. You guys know by now how much I love a challenge. And that's it for this video, you guys, of what I eat in a day the vegan way. Don't forget to check back with me next week to see what I'm cooking up next. I will be uploading a brand new video every single Thursday. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate your guys' support, and I will see you guys in my next video with sun-dried tomatoes and garlic bread. All, whoa,
Whoa.
pasta with whoa.
Whoa.
Creative I've been getting in the kitchen. And you guys, please be quiet, I'm filming. It's 3 simple recipes that, what in the frizz RS is going on? Frizzy.